Hi, everybody. So, here I am with another video. I'm just going through my email, and I happen to be on a mailing list for the ATF, meaning, like, if they do any press releases or anything like that, I get them. And I get all of them. Everything alphabetically, LA, St. Paul, Newark, Columbus, Kansas City, Phoenix, New Orleans, Dallas, Tampa, San Francisco, Boston, Nashville, New York, Houston, Miami, and more. And I happen to be reading Boston. Okay, gun laws, right? Supposed to keep weapons out of criminals' hands, right? But we all know they only affect the law abiding people. Okay? So, we can't own anything with more than 10 rounds, and we can't do this, and we can't do that. And we obey the laws, okay? And we don't do these things. What about people that don't observe the law? What do we do about that? That's what gun control is for, right? Everything they've been doing for gun control, there's got to be some impact. Well, how about this? January 29th, 2021, press release. Boston Field Division, Weekly News Digest of the ATF. Convicted felon indicted for illegal possession of a firearm. All right. Being in possession of a 10 millimeter Glock pistol. Okay. Gang member on January 29, 2021, again, a different case. Gang member sentenced for second federal firearm offense. What the hell was he doing out after the first one? Listen, if you're a criminal, especially if you're already a criminal, and you get charged with weapon possession, that's it. Life. You don't get back out. Life without parole. You know what? Not even that. The death penalty. Because I don't feel like I should have, why am I supporting your life in prison? Why? Why am I paying for you to be in prison? No. Death penalty. Done. Okay? And listen, you're not going to get any sympathy from me. I've been in prison 5 years of my life, okay? Gone because I was an idiot. And I heard the stories while I was in there. I've talked to people. You know what I did with my time? I got smarter. I studied law. I studied horticulture. I studied everything I could get my hands on. You know, idle hands do the devil's work. I'm not religious, but I believe in that saying. So back on track. Same Boston ATF, right? Main man pleads guilty to drug trafficking, firearm, and fraud offenses. Richard Stanton, 34, of Hope, Maine, pleaded guilty in federal court on Thursday to multiple charges, United States Attorney Scott Murray announced today. According to court documents and statements made in court on March 18th, New Hampshire state troopers stopped the vehicle, and that's all it has. So, next one is, my state, Connecticut. New Haven man on federal supervised release. Federal supervised release. All right. So on a state level, they call that TS or transitional supervision, but on a federal level, that's what they call it, FSR. So federal supervised release, charged with drug and gun offenses. How are you on federal supervised release and you got your hands on guns? How is that so? Oh, because criminals don't observe the law. Right? If I don't observe the law, why do what's to stop me from finding somebody else that doesn't observe the law and getting a gun? Laws only affect law abiding people. Okay? Gun control, all right? Or as I call it, just firearm infringement, okay? only affects the people that follow the laws. That's it. That's the only people it's ever going to affect. Okay? Vermont man pleads guilty to possession of a firearm by a prohibited person. So he knew he wasn't supposed to have a gun, yet he went and got one anyways. But isn't that against the law? Well, not if you don't observe the law. Bridgeport felon sentenced to 4 years in prison for a federal gun offense. Really? 4 years. That's all you gave him? 4 years for a federal gun offense. What a joke. Okay? They intentionally put these people in sentences where they end up back on the street because they know they'll be back. And it's job security for them. John H. Durham, United States Attorney for the District of Connecticut, announced that Marquez Milton, also known as Biz, 36 of Bridgeport, was sentenced today by U.S. District Judge Jeffrey A. Meyer in New Haven to 48 months of imprisonment, followed by 3 years of supervised release. Dude, I'm telling you, like, the death penalty, because they're only ever going to be a drain. They're only ever going to be criminals, and they're only ever going to break the law. So either the death penalty or send them to, like, I don't know, let's pick an island, okay, and just put all the bad ones on it. How do you think Australia happened? And if you think I'm being just a bigot, why don't you look into the history? Australia was a prison island. Stowe resident charged federally in arson case. No, alright, so that's not guns, but it's ATF nonetheless. But it's like, dude, come on. Like, gun laws, but yet they only affect people that follow the law. Why aren't you making criminal laws? Yeah, oh, look at this. This guy got a whole 4.5 years in prison for being a felon in possession of a stolen firearm. Okay? Let's see. 204 months for shooting a carjacking victim. Okay? I don't know if he killed him. Let's see. If he killed him, then we need to kill him. It's not going to show me because I have VPN, so it's not. I can't go to certain. If I want to go to government websites, I got to turn off my VPN. McNairy County armed career criminal sentenced to 15 years for illegally possessing a firearm. Again, another criminal that got his hands on a gun because he doesn't care about the law. Oh my God, it's illegal to own a gun. I can't have one. Oh, but I don't observe the law. Oh, okay. Well, now just go get one. All right. Maybe it'll just cost me a little more. Whatever. It's just money. I'll go steal it anyways. If you're not going to give them the death penalty, at least get rid of them. Okay? Such a joke. You know, and it's so screwed up that you all put up with it, okay? I fight for my freedom, okay? I've had it taken from me, so I know, okay? I push my wife to fight for freedoms. Our government is our government. Public servants to us, okay? They are public servants to us. Cops shouldn't take an oath to protect and serve. That's a loaded statement. Protect and serve. If you take an oath to serve, you inherently take an oath to protect. Because in servitude, if you're meant to serve somebody and they are being threatened, then you are bound to protect them because you are bound to serve them. So officers should only take an oath to serve the public, because then they can't say, oh, well, we're going to protect you from yourself. No, you're going to serve me, and that's it. Schenectady man charged with unlawful possession of a firearm. Again, another criminal with a gun. Armed drug trafficker, prior felon, going to prison. Let's see. Next one. Houston, Jefferson County, man sentenced to federal prison for violent carjacking, probably with a weapon. Miami Field Division, 3 individuals indicted for firearms trafficking. Alright. Police officer indicted for theft of firearms from police weapons vault and tampering with multiple witnesses. That's Puerto Rico, though. That type of shit happens all the time in Puerto Rico. It's a whole different economy. It's a whole different era. Okay? You see a 52 Chevy driving down the street still over there. You don't see that here. And that's it for that. It's amazing. Alright? Gun control, gun control, gun control. Okay? But who are we controlling? Whose guns are we controlling? Are we controlling the people that are responsible? Or are we controlling the people who are criminals? And we definitely don't want them to have guns. So, why do I have to register my gun and get a license for each one of my weapons if I've never had a felony before? I've never done anything wrong, but yet you're imposing restrictions on me as though I have. That's like presumed guilty until innocent. Jesus, man. Anybody ever think about any of this stuff? When are you guys going to stand up and do something? I'm doing what I can. I email my representatives. I know Johanna Hayes is a Democrat, but I still email her and tell her to say no to HR 127. Okay? Like Eric Berthel, Joe Paletta, Chris Murphy and Blumenthal. Fine, they're Democrats, but still, it's about the effort. If all you gotta do is email somebody or call somebody, or even write them a letter, good old snail mail, okay, and say, hey, please say no to HR 127, and really focus on keeping guns out of the hands of criminals, non-law abiding people, okay? Make harsher penalties for non-law abiding people. Why are we letting repeat firearm offenders out of prison? Why? They repeat offender, let out of prison. Shame me once, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Our government is actively making a fool of themselves, and we're letting them. You and I, we are letting them. When are you going to help me?